Our atmosphere, a truly magical and protective part of our planet. Last video, we discussed what would happen if it was gone, but today, we're taking you on a journey up through the layers of Earth's atmosphere, from the air we breathe to the edge of space. Each layer has unique characteristics and incredible facts. Let's discuss why the layers are there and what each one does. Earth's atmosphere is like a protective blanket that surrounds our planet, made up of layers with different gases, temperatures, and purposes. Each layer plays a critical role in protecting life, keeping our planet habitable, and even helping us stay connected. There are 5 main layers, and we'll be exploring them one by one. Let's start with the troposphere, the layer closest to the ground. This is where we live, breathe, and experience all our weather. The troposphere extends from the ground up about 8 to 15 kilometers or 5 to 9 miles, depending on where you are. It's thinnest at the poles and thickest at the equator. This layer holds about 75% of all the air in Earth's atmosphere and nearly all the water vapor, which is why weather happens here. Temperatures in the troposphere get colder as you go higher. Think about how chilly it gets on mountaintops. Eventually you'll reach the top of this layer called the tropopause, where temperatures stabilise and the next layer begins. The next layer is called the stratosphere. This layer starts right above the troposphere and stretches up about 50 kilometers or 31 miles. The stratosphere is famous for containing the ozone layer, which absorbs and blocks the majority of the sun's harmful UV or ultraviolet radiation. Without the ozone layer, life on Earth would be exposed to dangerously high levels of UV light, making this layer absolutely essential for our survival. Here's a fun fact about the stratosphere. It's where jet airplanes fly because it's very stable, with less turbulence than the lower troposphere, and unlike the troposphere, temperatures in the stratosphere actually get warmer as you go higher due to the absorption of UV rays by ozone. Cool, right? Now let's move up to the mesosphere. This mysterious middle layer of the atmosphere extending from about 50 kilometers up to 85 kilometers, or 31 to 53 miles. The mesosphere is a fascinating layer where temperatures start to drop drastically. It's the coldest layer, with temperatures that can plummet to around minus 90 degrees Celsius or minus 130 degrees Fahrenheit. But here's the coolest part, literally. The mesosphere is where most meteors burn up upon entering Earth's atmosphere, creating those amazing streaks of light we see as shooting stars. So thanks to the mesosphere, we don't have to worry about most meteors reaching the surface. It's our natural shield against space debris. Now we're heading up to the thermosphere, where things start to get really hot. This layer extends from about 85 kilometers up to around 600 kilometers, or 53 to 373 miles. So we're getting close to space now. The thermosphere is where we experience the beautiful auroras, or northern and southern lights. These lights are created when solar winds from the sun collide with Earth's magnetic field, energizing particles that then glow in stunning colours. Temperatures here can rise to over 2,000 degrees Celsius or 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit because of solar radiation. However, it wouldn't feel hot to us because the air is extremely thin, with very few molecules to transfer heat. This is also the layer where the International Space Station orbits. Finally, we reach the exosphere, the outermost layer of Earth's atmosphere, which extends from around 600 kilometers up to about 10,000 kilometers, or 373 to over 6,200 miles. The exosphere is where Earth's atmosphere starts to merge with outer space. The air is so thin here that particles can travel hundreds of miles without colliding with each other. In fact, some particles escape into space, which is why the layer has no clear boundary. Satellites orbit in this region, far enough from the atmosphere to avoid drag, but close enough to remain in orbit. This is truly the final frontier of our atmosphere, where Earth's protection blends into the vacuum of space. Alright, let's recap why each layer of the atmosphere is so important. The troposphere gives us air to breathe and our weather. The stratosphere and its ozone layer protects us from the sun's harmful UV rays. The mesosphere burns up meteors keeping us safe from space debris. The thermosphere creates stunning auroras and protects us from solar radiation, while the exosphere marks the boundary to space and hosts our satellites. Each layer has a purpose, creating the perfect balance for life on Earth. Without these layers, our planet would be exposed to space in ways that would make it nearly impossible for us to survive. Our atmosphere is truly amazing, and if you enjoyed this video, you'd probably like my last one, where I discussed what would happen if the atmosphere was gone. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.